Y'all already know what time it is. You are now tuned in to Talking Ish with y'all girl. It's been a little rough lately, aka glam dunk, glam soul, whole lot of glam going on. This topic, I am leaving in 2020. I'm tired, okay? I've been tired. No, if you were following my first Instagram, I made a whole video on this, and I was gonna put hands and feet on Tory if I ever seen him, and if I couldn't do that, I was gonna put my words on him, and this and that. So I feel like it's only right for me to come up here and clear the air, because I kept, you know, putting off making this video. And like, I was a true hot girl. Let's not do that, okay? True hottie body, okay? Still hottie. And she came out, it was like I was in a okay place with myself. And once I started listening to her music, it really did inspire me to like get my behind up, go to the gym. I'm like, damn girl, like, you know, you fine, like you could do this, you could do that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Got me into a lot of trouble later, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, like, so my feelings is hurt, okay? Like, I am hurt about this. I loved Megan because she was, you know, just unapologetic, confident as hell, like, just great energy, like, you know what I mean? As we can see through the screen, you know, it's difficult to try to get to know somebody through a screen, like, you know what I mean? You don't know who they really are. Everything that I'm gonna say is accurate. I mean, I'm not pulling anything out my behind. I'm just saying I cannot tell you anybody's intentions. We don't know the full story. We will never know the full story. And being that Megan has been through so much, it was another reason why I didn't want to, you know, come out and say anything, because of the fact that I've had a lot of family members, you know, friends, things like that, go through things with domestic violence, stuff like that. And that's not something that I take lightly at all. So I didn't want to be inaccurate or anything with anything that I was saying. But at the end of the day, we always talk about protect Black women, and we need to protect Black men too, because that's something that we do kind of forget. Whole nother topic. But I definitely think she started playing this whole protect Black women, this and that. She's playing us. I'ma just let y'all know right now, she's lying. Okay, so let me first establish a timeline for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the straight timeline first, and then I'm gonna go in detail and explain. So we have July 12th. This is when the incident happens. Then, you know, 2 days later, this is when the reports come out saying he was arrested with a concealed weapon, and, you know, this and that, whatever. So that was July 14th. So around July 15th to the 16th, this is when Megan posted on Instagram, oh, I was shot with the intention of harm, and this and that. Mind you, this is only 3 to 4 days later after the incident happened. Tory hasn't said anything. Kelsey hasn't said anything. July 17th, this is another 2 days later after that. Meg tweets out, Black women are so unprotected. I'm real life hurt and traumatized. This and that, da. Mind you, at this point, we still didn't know exactly what happened to her or anything. Like I said, Tory didn't say anything. Kelsey didn't say anything. The only person saying anything is Megan. And mind you, this is a brand new, wide open case. So just for your thoughts, you should know that when somebody is online talking about a spanking open case, they are trying to persuade the audience. There's a lot of legal things that's going on. You can get yourself in a lot of trouble. Because at the end of the day, if you really got hurt and all this stuff really happened to you, it shouldn't really matter what the hell anybody in the world thinks. I'm shot. Like, I know what happened to me. It don't matter if, Ted in Tennessee don't believe me. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm gonna jump immediately online for? So, and mind you, she kept saying, oh, I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to protect him, this and that. But mind you, she's the only one talking. Nobody else is saying anything. So then we have July 27th. This is when she first went live after all of this, right? Mind you, this is Tory Lanez's birthday. Okay, this is Tory Lanez confirming this in his song Money Over Fallouts, because he said, how you going live on my birthday with all your jewelry? How you going live my birthday with all your jewelry? Try to make a fool of me. Look at what you doing me. How you doing me? She could have went on live any other day, whatever the case may be, but she decided to go live on his birthday, all jeweled up, iced out, super like glammed up.
I was shot in both of my feet. I was shot in both of my feet, and I had to get surgery to get the shit taken out, get the bullets taken out. And it was super scary.
I was shot in both of my feet. Both of my feet. I had to get surgery, but thankfully it didn't hit any bones or tendons. I want to make one thing very, 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 very clear to y'all. Getting shot is not a joke, okay? I went paintballing, okay? Paintballing with little rubber plastic bullets. And that shit hurt. Left a bruise or bruises all over my thigh. Mind you, a rubber pellet. So I want y'all to think about metal. A full thing of flying metal shot you in your foot and didn't hit not one bone or tendon. Mind you.
And thank God that the bullets didn't touch bones. They didn't break tendons. Like, I know my mama, my daddy, my granny had to be looking out for me with that one, because where the bullets hit at, it missed everything. But the motherfuckers was in there.
We have so many bones in our body, but we have so many bones in our feet that actually 1/3 of all the bones in our body are actually in our feet because of the fact that they have to support our whole entire weight. So the foot is basically all bone and tendon. You know what I mean? Especially where she got shot. How it didn't hit no bones or tendons? She went later on to say in her album, you shot a 5.10 with a 22 and it didn't hit no bones or tendons because them bullets was pellets. So wait, so now the bullets was pellets? So now they wasn't actual bullets. Now they was pellets. I'm going to insert a clip for y'all of a pellet gun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
And I want y'all to see, you have to yank that thing. Like, you have to crank it up to produce air to shoot out the pellet, so that it won't have the same impact as, you know, an actual firearm, because there is no fire involved. So therefore, you mean to tell me that Tory Lanez had enough time to be cranking a 22 to shoot you twice perfectly in your feet as you done ran out the car? So then, boom, 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 boom. August 17th. So this is the first time we see Megan out. She in the strip club with Asian doll. She's in the strip club with Asian doll less than a month later with a little ace wrap bandage around her foot with sandals on. Mind you, the bandage is only around one foot. It's not even around both feet. But don't you have to have a cast and all that when you get shot with a gun? Like, how's you, this little ace wrap bandage I could get from Walmart? But you in a club, you at DJ Khaled house, you doing all this extraness, but you so hurt and traumatized. You was such an abused black woman. All this stuff. But you at the strip club less than a month later with sandals on. Then, this is when everybody hopped on her ass. Nobody believed her, this and that. And this is another thing with, you know, liars. This is the thing with pathological liars. When you do not believe them, it like shakes their whole identity. Like, they cannot go with you not believing them. Especially a person like Megan, who's had such a great image and probably grew up a nice girl, like a hot girl, popular girl, whatever. Like, okay, so this is the thing. Like, with being pretty is definitely a privilege. You know, it can be a superpower. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, you can use it for good or you can use it for bad. Some women really use it to get away with a lot of things. And I think Megan was so hurt by the internet and people on the internet attacking her because, first of all, she had way more support than she ever had critics. But she kept focusing on the critics and the people that didn't believe her. You know what I mean? So she goes on live now.
Our motherfuckers really dragging it. Like, I tried to just be cool stay out the way, because at the end of the day, I'm really a real bitch. Like, I'm from Houston. I'm from the motherfucking South Side. It ain't like oh, let me go run and tell my business to the motherfucking internet. Let me go run and tell my business to the police. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never been that type of person. Like, but I'm not gonna let y'all keep playing in my face. And I'm not gonna let this nigga keep playing in my face either.
Tory is still MIA. We don't know where Tory is. I thought Tory was deported.
So, since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit.
Now, we don't know where Tory is. Kelsey still hasn't said anything. Once again, Megan is still the only one talking.
Stop lying. You dry shot me. Like, everybody in the car, it's only 4 motherfuckers in the car. Me, you, my homegirl, and your security. Everybody in the car arguing. I'm in the front seat. This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car started shooting me.
This is still a wide open case.
You shot me. I ain't get cut by no glass, but let me tell you why they saying that. When the police, because the people in the neighborhood, there's a witness. When the police came, because the neighbors called the police. This did not happen at Kylie's house. This happened damn near back at the house I was staying at. I was just trying to get home. We was 5 minutes away from my spot. The police come. I'm scared. All this shit going on with the police is shooting motherfuckers for anything. The police was literally killing black people for no motherfucking reason. Soon as the police tell us all get out the motherfucking car, the police is really aggressive. You think I'm about to tell the police that we niggas, us black people, got a gun in the car? You want me to tell the laws that we got a gun in the car so they can shoot all of us up?
Let's get into how she explained this story, okay? Okay, her and Tory in the car arguing. She tired of it. She tired of it. She jumps out the car. He's in it. Mind you, I don't know who she said was driving, but she was supposedly in the passenger seat. Like, he was supposedly in the back seat. She jumps out the car. Then she says he pulls out of the back window and boom, 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 starts shooting her. And then the police come. And that's when she didn't want to say anything. And she wanted to protect him and this and that. Now, let's get into the arrest video. If you pay attention, Tory is on the floor. He's the first one to get out the car. It looks as if he was driving because he was out of the driving seat. He's the first one on the floor laying flat out. Then we see Megan get out of the right rear side of the door. Then Kelsey gets out the right left side of the door. So let's make this all make sense, okay? So you're telling me you was out the car, he shot you, and then when the police came, y'all all got back. You got back in the car? So you got back in the car first, and then the police told y'all to get out the car. That don't even make no sense. So let's say, you know, the incident happened before the police came. That means that you willingly got back in the car with him. That means you willingly got back in the car with him. Y'all all got back in the car together. So that means that you didn't feel as though you were in as much danger as you portray. Because at the end of the day, if somebody shot me, I'm trying to get away from my life, they shooting me with harm, this and that, I'm not getting back in the car with them. And the police is damn sure not going to tell you to get back in the car. So that don't even make no sense. I just want y'all to really just let all of this marinate, okay? Because she's lying. Something does not add up. And the thing about abusers and men who are highly violent like that, enough to where they want to take your life if you don't want to be with them, there is a history to that first. You understand? There's a history to that first. He doesn't have not one domestic violence charge. He has a baby. He has kids. He's dealt with, I'm pretty sure, lots of women. You know what I mean? So why would he just out the blue just shoot you? Out of nowhere, like with no violent, and I'm not saying that, you know, things couldn't have been under wraps or, you know, whatever. We never know the case, but I'm just saying, y'all got to look at patterns. Look at patterns, because everybody around Megan, eventually leaves. So it's not just everybody else. It has to be something with her. Okay, so now let me give y'all the nitty gritty. So this is what, after all the information that I, gathered from songs, from social media, from Kelsey, from Megan, from all of them, from all their songs and things like that, because that's really how they are all communicating now. Because both Kelsey and Tory have made it very clear that Megan still has not contacted them. They still have had no communication with this girl whatsoever after months. And this was their friend, this was their homie, this and that, and they're both very hurt by it.
You still won't pick up that phone and call me. You still won't pick up that phone and call me. I will respect you more if you call me.
Now let's get into it. Because Tory made it all very clear in his songs, and Kelsey made it kind of sort of clear in her, in her song. Well, no, her live. She got on live. She was talking about it on her live. Mind you, Tory and Kelsey didn't say anything until around August. Tory didn't get back on Instagram until like around September 25th, 26th, sometime like that. And Kelsey didn't say anything until August 28th. So both of these people were very hurt by it. You can see that they were hurt by it because they weren't posting anything. They weren't saying anything. And on her album, she's just talking shit. Oh, it's just another day. You and your feelings. This and that. Talking about her best friend. And, oh, she was jealous of her and she wanted the guy she had and this and that. Or whatever. So this is basically what it sounds like to me. So it sounds like to me that Tory was, one of those guys, one of those friendly guys, you know what I mean, who has his relations, you know what I mean? And it seems as though he was really falling for Megan. But before all that happened with Megan, he must have had a little thing with the best friend. He clearly said it, in his song. He was like, me and your best friend, we had a thing, but that was something. You could have told her, but you did wrong. Is your head gone? Like, talk to your loyalty. Tell me who to talk to your loyalty. How you try to feed and foil me. Like, did y'all not listen to that album? Like, that man was pouring his heart out. Whole album. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting all over the place. So, it seems as though Kelsey and Tory had a little thing. Whatever. They had a little thing. They was all spending time around each other. But then as time progressed on, Tory and Megan had their own little thing. They was flying privately to see each other. They both are trauma bonded in the way that they both didn't have their mothers. You know what I mean? They passed away, and they hold that dearly. He talks about them up watching anime, holding each other, feeling alone. This and that. He really knew the vulnerable part of Megan, and I think that scared her about him. And let's also talk about Megan being an alcoholic, okay? Because everybody was talking about this. He's talking about this. Tory's talking about this. Kelsey's talking about this, of her being an alcoholic. And I think that what happened was when they went to, so yes, him and the best friend had a thing, whatever. Megan didn't want the best friend to know that he and Tory had a thing because she knew she was doing some bull. On top of that, Tory was catching feelings for her, but she didn't want to make anything public. She didn't want to fully have him in that way. Even though she was tripping in the back, behind the scenes, she didn't want him fully. So he was like, it seems to me as though he was just like, all right, we have that thing, but you don't want me like that. So, those type of guys, like, yeah, we could still have that thing, but I'm going to do me, you going to do you. I mean, seems pretty fair to me. But then, obviously, petty things started to come into play. So when they went to Kylie's house, and he expressed fully that he does have a crush on Kylie, things and that. And that's where he was saying in the songs that he took a wrong turn. He wasn't saying like, oh, I took a wrong turn and shot her. He was saying I took a wrong turn and started flirting with Kylie right in front of her face. Mind you, Megan, Kylie had invited Megan over, and then Megan had invited Tory. So that was how it all went down. And mind you, she was drunk. You saw, she was on live looking like she was mad, mind you.
We had to come kill the streets for 5 minutes.
You said what? I gotta turn up the music. The PD just came right now.
Tory, don't get my phone wet.
Guys, like, and when Megan gets drunk, you can see it. Like, you feel me? You can see it because she gets on live every time. That was a thing, and I think that's how she got mad and she left. So it must have been, this is probably just how we're all just combusted, because maybe her best friend was like, you know, what the hell is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, maybe why you mad? Why you jealous? Like Tory said, me and Kylie all up in the pool. What the hell he say? We didn't know you was tripping. Da 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 da. And mind you, then after this whole incident, Kylie unfollowed Megan on Instagram as well. Y'all know Kylie not gonna say nothing about it, but she unfollowed her, so that tells you a little something about something. It's like, I don't know who shot who. That's why it could have been her best friend, but I highly doubt it was her best friend. So honestly, I'm really thinking it might have been some dummy stuff. Like Megan must have grabbed the gun and mistakenly shot her damn self, or shot off into the air, or shot off to the side, because she didn't have any exit wounds. A gun shoots you, it's making a hole. You know what I mean? It's making a hole. It's not going to do you no little scrape. That's why she then tried to went and go talk about now it's pellets. Her story is just all over the place, and Tory makes it very clear, talking about her team and how they may be misleading her. I don't know who is coercing her or telling her this is a good idea, because eventually this is all gonna blow up in your face. Everything around Megan is blowing up. Talking about your best friend, called her shrimp, did all this extra stuff. Like, we don't, like, real people, we don't do all that. Like, me and my best friend beefing, I'm not about to go on Instagram and talk about her. I'm not about to make a whole song dissing her. She's not even a rapper, and you making a whole song dissing her. Then I don't like the fact that she tried to bring her height into it. Oh, you shot a 5'10", da da da. You wasn't worried about all that when you was on top of him. Y'all was the same size laying down. I don't want to hear that. Now you want to talk about that because everybody's talking about you. Now you want to come talk about this man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And I was prompted to do this video once again because I really got mad about the way that she went about things with Asian Doll. And I am an Asian Doll fan. Obviously, I don't listen to every single one of her songs, but I love me some Asian Doll. Like, Asian Doll been popping. Now, let me make something very clear to y'all. Asian is very independent, okay? She owns all the masters to her songs. She's been a topic, and for her to make it in this game and come up the way she did without having a label, why she's not as mainstream as she should be, I don't think she fully wanted to do rap at one point. Like, she's always been playing with it, and that's why she used to say Vaughn would tell her, like, go after this rap, because Asian can really rap. And the fact that Asian writes all her songs, she freestyles everything. Asian was the only one defending Megan when all this stuff happened, didn't even know Tory, but we all was just on her side. It really made me mad because I'm just like, Megan is one of those type of people that just lean on who's ever close at the time, and they use people, and I don't like that at all. It makes me look at her completely differently. You couldn't defend this girl after she was going back to back for you. Like, come on now. And then especially after everything she done been through, like, and I'm not even gonna talk about the damn city girls. Like, I'm not even gonna get into them. They don't even, like, JT and all of them talking all this stuff, like, they don't understand that Asian is really gutter. Asian really does not give a damn. Do y'all remember when Asian beat up Rico Nasty? Y'all probably don't even remember that. I'll insert a video. But Asian is not one of them. City girls are, like, the only songs I messed with them with was Act Up and with Flued Out with Lil Baby. And that's about it. And y'all didn't even write Act Up. Lil Yachty did. So for y'all to be sitting here talking about girls being jealous of y'all, it didn't even have anything to do with them. So they really should have just shut up. JT to get on live talking about some, oh, bitches been hating on us since this and that. Like, nobody said anything to y'all. Y'all invited yourself into the conversation. So what happened with that situation was Megan had a song. She wanted Asian to get on it. Asian said she didn't even jump on it immediately. She actually forgot about it, and Megan reminded her again. So boom, she did it. She's thinking she's going to be on the song to then be later taken off for the city girls. Now, this is something that happens a lot in the music industry. There are going to be indiscrepancies. That's another thing with having a label. They do control most of it. Megan could have wanted Asian on the song, and they could have told her, you know, something different. But I feel as though something else should have been worked out, and something else should have at least been said. But it seems as though nothing was even said about it, which is what was making Asian upset. So Asian was on live before her show. She's playing music. She's playing a lot of King Von stuff. She was just vibing out. And then she like, oh, here is this song. She like, it's not gonna come out, so I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
Oh yeah, that other song, I was supposed to do that song. I don't know what happened, but I'll play it for y'all because it ain't this. I think I had this before anybody had got the song, but hey, this is my version. They gonna come out though, so.
And obviously you could tell her feelings was a little hurt, but she wasn't coming off, oh, somebody else put, like, she wasn't petty with it. Megan's album dropped like a month or so ago. The thing about albums is they take time to make, so it obviously wasn't just made that month that it was dropped. I mean, it could have been just saying, like, this obviously happened beforehand, and if Asian really wanted drama and clout and all this other stuff, she could have been talked about this when the album first came out, but she didn't even say anything. And then her fans were like, you know, your part actually slapped more than the City Girls, and that's when the City Girls went and got in their feelings. And the only thing that made me mad about it was the fact that Megan was on JT and them lives talking about hard eyes, this is that, and they like, Megan, like being funny. Then she gets on Twitter talking about, oh, I didn't know that they were attacking her. Everybody was talking about it. And it was very, very public on Twitter. You to sit there and say you didn't know, it was like, girl, get the hell on. Motherfuckers try to play this role. I'm playing this, I didn't know, I'm such a good friend, I would never do that. This and that. Obviously you did, and you have. It seems that she have her phone number. She doesn't do the social media things. This is what Megan's saying. Oh, I'm not about to defend myself on social media. Y'all don't even want to know what I have to say anyway. Obviously, if people ask you, they want to know what you got to say. But you have her number. Then you continue to go on Twitter and talk about, oh, Asian, that's just because you're a hothead. If that was really your friend, this is not, why you ain't just call her? Why y'all didn't just talk about this on the phone, off of social media, like you so claim to be? All of them be saying that. It be just pissing me off. Like, I'll all do this internet shit. Like, listen on. You should have been like, oh, babe, I'm gonna take you off this song because I have to, or this and that. But the fact that you didn't say anything, and then for it to just immediately be switched up, I could see how Asian felt some type of way. Like, business is business. But for you to not say anything is shady looking. Then you can see the way Megan moves. What happened to her bodyguard? And last time they was on live, he was pulling a bottle from her, trying to like get her together. It seemed like they probably had something going on too, but he's going, Kelsey's going. Then you just come and pop out with a whole new, brand new band of bees, band of girls talking about, oh, besties, this and that. Like, you could tell she's fake. Like, she's fake. We all have our choices, and at the end of the day, Megan is choosing fame over being real, over real relationships. She's choosing the hype, and I get it. You don't work for it all your life, especially not having no parents. It's like you may feel like this fame is all you really have, but it seems as though Tory was there for her, and even after all of that, he was still in the songs talking about you don't need somebody new. You don't need, like, Tory doesn't care about this stuff. He said, what did he say in the song? He was like, who cares about a few months of memes if it means I'm gonna get my homie back, if it means I'm gonna get my best friend back. Ex-twinning for the skies, I can't even recognize you. Now you putting up this front. Now you gotta always have this front. Oh, I'm always just a hot girl. Oh, I'm always this. Oh, I'm always popping. At the end of the day, all of this fame stuff, all of this clout stuff, all this money stuff, it really doesn't matter if you do not have real relationships in your life, people that love you around you. The thing about being shady and making bad moves is the fact that it makes you not trust anybody else, because it's like, I can't even trust myself, so how the hell am I supposed to trust anybody else? And I think that that's the point where she's at now. And honestly, I want it better for Megan, because she is extremely talented. She is a lyricist. I thought that eventually she would show us more of herself. She would be more vulnerable. We want to hear about your pain. We want to hear about, you feel me, like she had that song Crying in the Car. Please don't give up on me, Lord. All of the nights that I cried in the car, all them tears turned into ice in my arms. It's really sad, because it's like, now it's like, I don't want to bump you, but I do still a little bit. It's hurtful. I didn't want to do this video. I didn't want to feel as though I was against her, bashing her, but at the end of the day, now it's like, I can't have no more respect for you. Like, now it's like my respect for you is at a low. So, marinate on that. Let me know what you think. Let's talk. Let's discuss in the comments if you feel as though you have any other contradicting ideas, if you have any other information to add to this juicy pot of messy stew. Comment down below. We might as well talk about it now, because like I said, I'm leaving this situation in 2020. So this is Key tuning out. Stay tuned next week. Check out my latest ASMR video. Have breakfast with your girl. Break bread with Key. I know y'all want to see me eat. I know y'all like it. It's okay. I know it's a little weird, but we all like it. Be breezy.